What up, what up, what up? Welcome back to another episode of the Elite Way podcast, where we break down the truth behind high school football, the recruiting game, and how to get ahead when everybody else is still playing catch up. All right, so look, man, I got a good one for you. All right, now in today's episode, we're diving into something that a lot of folks don't fully understand, and that is reclassifying. What you're seeing with a lot of players reclassifying. Now, I'm not just talking about holding your kid back for fun. I'm talking about a real strategy, right? A chess move that's becoming one of the smartest plays in the recruiting game, only if you do it right. All right. So look, let's break it down. What does it actually mean to reclassify as a high school football player? And why is it becoming such a strategic move? Like, here's the deal. Here's what you got to understand. Reclassifying basically means changing your graduation class, right? Either by repeating a grade earlier on or delaying your graduation to get an extra year of development, right? So in that extra year, that's not just bonus time. And like, it's a weapon if it's used correctly, because the timeline for recruiting has shifted. Coaches are evaluating and offering kids earlier and earlier. So if your athlete isn't ready physically, mentally, and skill wise, when those offers are flying out, they're going to get left behind. And that is just the reality. All right. See, reclassifying could give them a second shot at that window with more maturity, better tape, but overall more buzz and exposure. Now, here's why it's even more relevant right now. And here's what you got to understand. Listen closely. The business of college football has completely flipped the game. NIL deals, the transfer portal, early sign-in periods, right? All of it has changed the way that families need to think about the high school football landscape, right? You got to understand this, man. This ain't the same sport we grew up watching. So parents, if you're listening, the game has flipped. The game has changed. This is now semi-pro football. It's a system. And college coaches are acting like GMs, i.e. they're hiring general managers, player personnel directors. They are looking and mirroring a front office like in the NFL, right? See, they want players who are ready to contribute now, not 3 years from now. And if you're not ready when they need you, they're going to the portal. And that's just the truth. That's the reality. Here's what we got to understand. Families need to start looking at football as a business, because that's exactly what it is, right? Like, check it out. We're not just talking about who's the best athlete anymore, right? Who has the highest ranking. We're talking about leverage, timing, exposure, and development windows. And if your athlete isn't lining up with that cycle, they're getting overlooked, even if they have talent. That's the truth. Now, look, I already know what y'all are thinking, right? Coach, look, that sounds smart, but what's the catch, right? So look, here's the deal. Let's get into it. What are the risks and rewards of reclassifying? Listen to me closely. The reward is clear. More time, more development, more exposure, more opportunity to get on the radar. It gives your athlete a chance to physically mature, get stronger, master their craft, and create a buzz in the recruiting world. But the risk, though, what is that? See, that comes when there's no plan behind it. And if you're reclassifying just because it sounds like the thing to do, without a strategy, without guidance, without real development during that extra year, you could actually set your athlete back. Listen to me. You got to weigh the maturity level. You have to weigh the academic load and whether your athlete will use that time to actually elevate. These are the factors that are crucial. And when done right, reclassifying is a game changer for late bloomers. If your kid's a bubble player, and so what I mean by that is this: he's talented, but maybe hasn't peaked physically or just needs more time to get the right tape, the extra year could be the key to unlocking a scholarship. We've seen it happen multiple times in our program, right? I've had guys who didn't start getting attention until their second junior year, right? That reset gave them a real shot, y'all. But you got to understand, and you got to use it wisely. It's not a vacation. It's time to go. It's time to learn. It's time to develop. But most importantly, it's time to mature. And that brings me to this, my bigger point. Is high school football even still the best place for development? Now check it out. I'm going to be real with y'all. It's becoming less and less about developing and more about just surviving the system. You got schools with limited resources, no off-season plans, no individualized training. Meanwhile, college football is moving like the NFL. So the question is this: where's the bridge? That's where specialized programs like what we're doing at PPT Elite come in. This is where real development happens. We're training position specific development, right? We're mastering the recruiting calendar. We're getting the right film in the right format in front of the right eyes. And that's not happening in most high school programs anymore. And if you're relying solely on your high school ball to get your kid recruited, you are literally playing the wrong game. And this whole thing of recruiting is about playing the game, but most importantly, understanding it. So for the parents listening who are still hesitant, maybe you're not sure about this whole reclassifying thing. Maybe it sounds too extreme. Here's what I'll say to you. The game has changed. Point blank, period. I don't know how else to be more clear than that. And if you're still operating under the old rules, you're already behind. College football is semi-pro. Recruiting is fast, aggressive, and based on readiness. Reclassifying isn't about holding your kid back. It's about putting them in a better position. Let me say that one more time. Reclassifying isn't about holding your kid back. It's about putting them in a better position, but only if it's strategic. And if you're if you're unsure, that's okay. But please, whatever you do, don't sit on the fence. Get with a program that has a blueprint, that knows how to use the system to your advantage, because this is about timing, development, and execution. This is not about hope. That's what we've built at PPT, a real pathway, a system designed for this new world of football. We've helped reclassified athletes get ready, get seen, and get paid through our scholarships, right? And through scholarships offered from the school. This isn't just theory, it's proven. So check it out. If you're serious about this process, hit us up. Go to pptelite.com, tap in with me on Instagram at my personal page at jpughppt, JP as in Paul, UGHPPT, or follow the main page at pptelite.com. We're not just training athletes. We're building professionals before they ever hit college. And you got to understand, this is the elite way. So look, y'all, check it out. My name is Jordan Pugh, the head coach and founder of PPT Elite, 5-year NFL veteran. And I will see y'all on the next episode. And if you got value, make sure to subscribe, give us a follow, and leave a comment. Let's go. See y'all on the next one.